Why is civilian protection in urban warfare challenging under IHL? Have you ever wondered why protecting civilians during urban warfare is so difficult? This question is at the heart of International Humanitarian Law, or IHL, and the Geneva Conventions. Let's break it down. Civilian protection in cities is tough mainly because of how many civilians live close to military targets. In urban areas, civilians often resided near government buildings or military installations. This closeness raises the risk of civilian casualties during military operations. Another factor is the type of weapons used. Many weapons, like artillery and bombs, have wide-ranging effects. When these are deployed in cities, they can harm not just military targets but also civilians and their homes. The lack of precision in some of these weapons makes it hard to follow IHL rules. The principle of distinction is key in IHL. It requires that parties in a conflict must always tell apart civilians from combatants. However, in urban warfare, this is not easy. Combatants may blend in with civilians, making it hard to identify lawful targets. This increases the risk of mistakenly harming innocent people. Additionally, urban warfare often leads to the destruction of essential services. When fighting damages water supply, electricity, or hospitals, it creates long-term issues for civilians. This damage can worsen their suffering and complicate efforts to provide humanitarian aid. Military forces may also face challenges due to operational and technological limitations. They might not have the right training or equipment for urban combat that respects IHL. New technologies, like artificial intelligence, raise ethical questions about their use in crowded areas. Civilians trapped in contested urban spaces face difficulties in escaping. This vulnerability makes them more at risk during conflicts. Humanitarian organizations struggle to deliver aid and evacuate civilians safely. To tackle these challenges, IHL requires parties to take care to protect civilians. They must plan military operations with precautions to minimize harm. This includes gathering information about civilian presence and working with humanitarian groups. In summary, the dense nature of cities, combined with the destructive power of modern weapons and the difficulty in distinguishing combatants from civilians, complicates civilian protection under IHL. Despite these challenges, following IHL principles and taking proactive steps is essential to lessen civilian suffering during conflicts.